Okay, I talked to them. They're not going to do the flames again unless that echoes like Jamie had you do earlier, okay? Let's get it loud. Ladies and gentlemen, this year marks the 30th anniversary of a moment that has come to define Cal football. 30 big games ago, November 20th, 1982, Stanford quarterback John Elway led his team down the field to take a 1-point lead with 4 seconds left. He thought he had just set up a fantastic victory. In fact, what he had done was leave just enough time for the greatest moment in college football history, a moment And ladies and gentlemen, tonight we honor the play. Help me welcome the iconic voice of Cal football, Joe Starkey, and the man who spoke. Give it up. Now, before they get started, Mr. Starkey here has given us years and years. Now it's time for us to give him a little something. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Joe Starkey's birthday. And by singing him happy birthday. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
I don't think I can blow those out. I'm willing to try. Okay, we're gonna play the play for you in a couple of minutes. But first of all, I'm going to ask Kevin a few questions. And Kevin, something that always struck me about that game that people don't appreciate. I have always said that without the finish, it's maybe the best big game I had ever seen. And you were part of it. What do you think?
By all means, you know, that whole game from start to finish, great plays, dynamic catches. It was an epic big game. You know, I got to participate in 3 like that, but this one topped them all.
In fact, Wes Howell, who's going to be here tomorrow, had an amazing touchdown catch, and so did Moret Ford, who made the final lateral.
Yeah. No, the athletic endeavors of that game were phenomenal. When you watch the replay of that whole game, one-handed catches, laying out, it was great. Great to be a part of it.
Okay, we've heard stories forever about the Bear is, well, can they do this, and that they played something called grabaz, and there are stories about it was rugby players involved. There were no rugby players. And tell us how it's set up to even try the laterals.
Well, you know, there was no rugby players, but our preparation was the day after a game where we played grabaz. You know, 20 guys on each side, go out, have fun, break a sweat, lateral it, throw it. That was our preparation. You know, as I get older, I can lie a little bit about it. You know, we sat there and designed the play and did all that, but no, it was just a spontaneous moment.
There were a couple of things that I think added to the situation that really helped, starting with the fact that Stanford had such a good time celebrating their super non-victory that it added 15 yards to the kickoff. Do you think that helped?
Well, I'll tell you, for being a bunch of smart guys over there, they weren't very smart. You know, first of all, the penalties, the moving the ball back, actually kicking the field goal and leaving time on the clock. You know, they could have let that run down, kicked the field goal, game over. So there was a lot of things that they did that set the stage for us.
Now the most important lateral was the last one, and I've never believed that Moret Ford heard a word from you saying, give it to me.
No,
Is that a little bit of luck?
Well, that was a lot of luck, but we'll take it. You know, it was a magical moment where Moret did his dive, throw it over his head, and there I was. So it was the whole day was magic, and that was the crowning moment, besides running over the trombone player.
What has that meant to your life as years have gone by to be associated with such a magic moment in sports?
Well, you know, it's been great. It's been great to be a part of this great scene. You know, the big game, a great history, and to take that on into my life has just been great. And, you know, hopefully tomorrow there'll be some magic. We're hoping for it. And I'll tell you, one of the great memories I have of that day was the celebration after the game with all you guys, all the students who made such a great racket during the game, and then to come down on the field with the acts. Let's make that moment tomorrow. Be a part of it.
Okay, well, I think we ought to maybe listen one more time.
But you got it.
And as Joe Cap says, the bear does not quit, the bear does not die.
I'm going to probably try to swim it, and he does. Ball comes loose, and the Bears have to get out of bounds. Rogers along the sideline, another one. They're still in deep trouble at midfield. They tried to do a couple of... The ball is still loose as they get it to Rogers. They give it back now to the 30. They're down to the 20. Oh, the fan is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going into the end zone. That's one. Exciting, thrilling finish in the history of college football.
Yeah. Go Bears.
That's good enough. All right, now, before we get off here, we got a few things to remind you about playing Stanford University. Remember this, Stanford University only exists because Leland Stanford, who was a robber baron, got thrown off the Board of Governors for the University of California because he was a crook. And are you aware, and I'm sure you are, that when Stanford gets the axe, they change the damn score? How dare they do that? Also, do you want the Stanford band, of all people, on that field tomorrow afternoon instead of the greatest marching band in the country celebrating a victory? No!
Well done.
Bears!
Go Bears. See you tomorrow.